welcome back to Newfoundland and Labrador Studies 2205. I'm Miss Fleming, and this is Unit 2, The Roots of Our Culture, Section 6, Lesson 4, on Economics and Migration. Economic opportunity was one of the main factors of European settlement in Newfoundland and Labrador. The promise of employment, the appeal of land, and the chance of a new and better life all encouraged Europeans to come here. Today we face the challenges of outmigration and economic uncertainty in many rural communities. Considering this is towards the end of our unit of this particular time period, I wanted to set up what is happening now in our province. Let's talk about push and pull factors first. Push and pull factors still continue to affect patterns of internal migration in Newfoundland and Labrador. The province is becoming increasingly urbanized. Just in case you're wondering what that means, urbanization is the process of leaving small communities to settle in larger centers. Almost every year since Confederation, more people have moved out of rural communities instead of moving in. And many people are choosing to move to St. John's or Corner Brook or the surrounding areas. These two images here are of St. John's and Corner Brook. St. John's, of course, from the downtown core, an image looking up from the harbour. And the image of Corner Brook is actually looking down into the valley at the paper mill. While push and pull factors may vary from one family to the next, usually they are influenced by economic and social forces. Small communities tend to offer fewer and lower-paying jobs than larger towns or centers. Urban centers have more access to social services such as hospitals, daycare centers, public transportation, or larger schools. Now I want to mention outmigration during the 1990s. However, we will go into more detail on this in the last unit of our course. Outmigration has long been a reality all over the country and has intensified in recent decades. The most influential push factor in Newfoundland and Labrador occurred in the 1990s with the collapse of the commercial cod fishery and the cod moratorium in 1992. 30,000 people lost their jobs in the biggest layoff in Canadian history. No other industries were present in many rural communities across the province, and the areas could not support the unemployed. Thousands of people left their communities looking for work in urban areas, other parts of Canada, or the United States. This, of course, leaves rural living with a lot of uncertainty. Many rural communities continue to lose residents to urban centers today. Most are leaving their communities as young adults or families with young children. Much uncertainty surrounds the future of these communities as the moratorium is still in place, and it is uncertain if cod stocks will ever rebound. The growth of the shellfish industry has absorbed some of the unemployed cod fishers, though, and the tourism industry has also increased employment in some areas. However, the flow of people to St. John's, Alberta, and elsewhere is steady, as nothing has employed people as much as the centuries-old cod fishery. So now it's time to review. I have a little reflection for you to do in Brightspace. I hope you take something from it, and have a good day.